Of the deadly Valentine's Day shootings in Hubbard County.
Valley News Team's Joshua Peguero shows us tense moments where officers feared for their lives. We have to warn you, this video may be graphic for some.
It was a winter day that residents of Nevis, Minnesota would like to forget. Two sisters, 40-year-old Heidi Pierce and 37-year-old Candy Gucci, were killed by a relative.
Bryce is in the house with both of his parents. She is not hearing any other activity upstairs.
It was Valentine's Day when deputies arrived to a home for reports of a violent crime.
Where's he at? I need to know he's not. He's off the first hall.
Authorities find a black SUV driven by 34-year-old Bryce Bellamo, who refuses to stop. During the pursuit, Bellamo fires several rounds as he's driving, striking the car and the deputy. The officer would survive multiple gunshot wounds.
I'm hit.
Two other deputies joined the pursuit, following Bellamo closely. Bellamo at one point stops the vehicle and fires his 9mm gun at the deputies. Both deputies crashed into a snow embankment, and fortunately, they were not hurt.
Bryce! Where you at, bud? It's Craig with the sheriff's office. Just put the gun down. Come talk to me, bro.
Authorities would wait, unsure whether Bellamo took off running or was still in the car. They would eventually find him inside the vehicle, dead from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. It was later determined that the shootings were prompted by a domestic dispute between Bellamo and his wife, who was sister to the two victims. In Hubbard County, Joshua Peguero, Valley News Live.
The Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Apprehension investigated this incident and determined that the actions of the law enforcement were justified.
The fall flood problems continue in Barnes County. The post office in Litchville announcing today it would only be delivering mail to some of the routes 2 or 3 times a week. Farmers still have about 70% of their crops still in the ground. One Litchville man says most won't get back in the fields until it freezes. Another says beyond harvest and mail delivery, with several of the main roads closed, he's worried about potential emergency situations.
So that's blocked off for anybody needing an ambulance, needs a fire truck. They just can't go through there.
North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum has visited several communities to find out how each area is being impacted by the flooding. The governor says it's going to help him better understand where funding is needed for farmers, ranchers, and public assistance.
Same song, different day. The wind continues to howl over much of the Red River Valley. Let's find out from Hutch if it's going to settle down. He's here with your No-Wait weather planner. Hutch?
Even just a little bit of blue sky appearing out to the west of the FM area feels great. But once again today, for the second straight day, parts of the valley experienced gusts over 50 miles per hour, including Fargo. Now, that happened before daybreak, but the winds continued to gust over 40 miles per hour throughout our day today. Now, taking a look, we have a stuck system over the Thunder Bay area, continuing to swirl those north winds our way with spotty areas of flurries. Clear skies out to the west, and another weather maker working its way into Montana. For us this evening, temperatures are going to be chilly. We're talking 30s before bedtime, with winds between 15 and 25 miles per hour for much of the overnight hours. In Grand Forks, mid-30s as well, with breezy conditions. We'll have a chance for some flakes in the forecast. Our unsettled pattern continues, but there's light at the end of the tunnel. I'll have details on all of that here in just a few minutes.
All right, thanks, Hutch. And make sure you have the Valley News Live Storm Team weather app so that you can keep up with the weather anytime, anywhere. You'll get the latest forecasts and conditions so that you can plan your day. All you have to do is search VNL Weather in the App Store and download it for free.
A 28-year-old man is in custody after police say he swallowed some drugs and then took off. It happened around 10:30 this morning when a deputy pulled over Salvador Hernandez, who ran away on foot. After he was caught, deputies say Hernandez continued to struggle and swallowed some narcotics. He was taken to the hospital for evaluation and faces several charges.
So far this year, 87 people have been killed on North Dakota roads. Impaired driving has played a role. Troopers say 41% of those deadly crashes involved a driver whose blood alcohol content was over the legal limit.
The pilot of a small plane found crashed near Aberdeen has been identified as 70-year-old Gerald Saliski of Hecla, South Dakota. A hunter found the wreckage last night. Saliski's body was discovered today. The plane left the Aberdeen Regional Airport for Oaks, North Dakota on October 9th, but never reached its final destination. The cause of the crash is still being investigated.
The new electric school bus in West Fargo is saving the district money. The school district says in 1 month, costs were just under $100 compared to the nearly $700 for a diesel bus. That works out to 9 cents per mile for electric versus 39 cents for diesel.
Moorhead is now a city with more walkability. The city receiving a grant from Partnership for Health to promote healthy activity through walking. There are new signs pointing out neighborhood walking loops. The trails are marked with blue and orange Moorhead Walks This Way signs.
A local behavioral health organization has more room to better serve clients. The Village is moving to 37th Avenue in Moorhead and will open October 28th. The move does not impact the Village's Fargo offices.
A shortage of vaccine in Barnesville is forcing a rescheduling of flu shot clinics. Lake Region Healthcare says a high turnout of people at recent flu shot events caused the shortage. While they wait for more vaccine, the flu shot clinic in Fergus Falls scheduled for today has been moved back to November 12th. And tomorrow's at the Barnesville Area Clinic has been postponed until November 13th.
Minnesota Governor Tim Walz met with high school students today to learn about the vaping epidemic, and the students gave him an earful. The students said the latest state survey on student vaping is off because, in reality, far more than a quarter of all high school juniors vape regularly. The teens also said they would like to see more support for students when it comes to mental health counselors, as well as more help in breaking the vaping habit. Governor Walz said he was there to listen and learn, not lecture.
We are not coming here to deliver a just say no message that is unsophisticated and doesn't work. We're here to ask you to help us figure out what is the best way, how do we tailor this, and what resources do we need to put to make that happen.
Some of the students told Walz they're reluctant to use their school's restrooms because so many students are vaping.